Fact, Hillary is paid $25,000 a month by Stephen. The judge in the divorce proceeding ordered that LWC has to pay me $25,000 per month pursuant to a temporary order during the duration of the divorce. Stephen tried to reduce that amount, but was unsuccessful. I could barely pay my divorce attorneys, let alone the attorneys in this litigation with that amount. Okay, well, hold on. To be fair, I'm not even taking sides here, but this statement doesn't really convey what he's trying to. This makes it seem like Hillary's getting big baller money, $25,000 a month. Boom. Like she can just like spend this on whatever. But here in this statement, if we believe that she's getting $25,000 a month, oh God, I don't know I haven't read through this whole case. I'm also trying to figure out, is she being paid as part of like a severance pay or something? Because this says the judge in the divorce proceeding ordered that LWC, I'm going to guess that's the name of Stephen Crowder's business, Louder with Crowder, has to pay me $25,000 per month pursuant to a temporary order during the duration of the divorce. So this sounds like it's coming from his company. So does that even mean that is this even part of like an alimony or anything? Or is this like a severance thing relating to her job there? Yeah, she's getting paid more than me from Israel. We need to renegotiate with the Juluminati. Hillary hired entertainment superstar lawyer Brian Friedman as part of her PR attack against Stephen Friedman. Okay, I don't care about any of this. Only on the condition that he edges until the proceedings? That could be weeks or months. No man can edge that long. No balls should ever be that blue. Crowder has to pay $25,000 in child support that his ex-wife... Wait a second. Hold on. Are we seeing the meme happen in real time? Is this like the evolution of a lie? Okay, we should look for this. We should look for this thing. Somebody said that Pearl has all the documents posted on Twitter. This is saying that she's getting paid $25,000 a month from Louder with Crowder. This guy says $25,000 a month by Stephen Crowder. And then Tim Pool has changed this to $25,000 in child support. Lauren Southern fighting with Tim Pool over Hillary Crowder stuff. Crowder is rich, therefore he has to fund his legal opponent, and if Crowder was poor, the argument that because Stephen has money he is required to pay his legal opponent is too communist for me. Anytime you sue anyone, it's a war of cash that isn't unique. No, if you're divorcing somebody and you're fighting with shared assets, it gets a lot more complicated, of course. But it's Tim, so okay. Now, Crowder asked Hillary to quit her job and move to Texas to support his career. That's why he has to fund his legal opponent, because she actively supported the creation of said wealth at his request. Yes, this is generally, especially if you're making huge career sacrifices in a marriage, I think a court is generally going to rule that you have to make funds available. You can't just like divorce your wife who's a stay-at-home mom and say, F you, I get to keep all my money and now you don't even have legal representation. There's no way. Like, you're just not allowed to do that. Well, but actually, I guess we haven't really established what the marital money is, right? Because that would be part of the divorce itself, huh? I don't know. I'm not sure. What is this? Don't you say women shouldn't be in the workforce and should be at home with their kids, which is at Pearl. Also, last I checked, Hillary's actively pursuing a job. It's called getting a job like the rest of us, Lorno. Women should definitely be at home with their kids, yes, but also their dads too. Why did you do everything to hide your kid from its father? Its father. Your ex has a right to see them. I offered my husband full shared custody with absolutely no strings attached, not even child support or alimony. He rejected it. He's been offered over a dozen times to partake in mediation to visit his child. He rejected it. Perhaps talk about things you know about Pearl. Give me his number, Lauren. I'll verify. I'm sure you have all the details correct. Can you confirm? Based on all the stuff that I know behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure Lauren's story is accurate here. It'd be pretty retarded for her to post these things publicly if she was completely wrong. I'll just say that. If it was the case that this was just completely and totally wrong and it could be easily disproven by her husband or her ex-husband, wouldn't he just post those logs and completely and totally destroy Lauren? Seems like it. Pro, you leaked Stephen's court deposition, Stephen Crowder. That wasn't supposed to be public and didn't bleep out the nanny's address or info. Why would I give you any info about my personal life? Also, why would you state I'm hiding my child when you just admitted to not knowing any details? This is fair. This is the classic lose, lose, lose that I spoke about before. Why the f would you release additional private information to somebody as unhinged and borderline retarded? And when I say borderline retarded, what I mean is Pearl is almost not retarded. She's just barely below the retarded line. Why would you ever release any more information to this person? That makes total sense, yeah. I'll be sure to issue a retraction when I can verify the information you publicly put on the internet. You've got nothing to hide, right? Pro, you say this by claiming I was hiding my child from my ex with no evidence. You're the one who made an initial claim. You need to provide evidence for, not me. I don't care if it remains your word against mine on this. I obviously know more, LeMayo. True. Sure, you offered. This ex let a woman on a terrorist watch list run off to another continent with their toddler? And that's if you're even telling the truth. I want to hear his side. Either you read or you're lying. Not good for your son either way. This ex let a woman on a terrorist watch list run off to another continent with their toddler. I mean, I feel like it would be pretty easy to find. I feel like you could probably extradite a child if somebody truly and completely abducted a child from one person to another, right? Like, I feel like you could obviously file a court order or something internationally even. Because, yeah, like if somebody actually abducted a child, like it's not like, or I don't think, is Lauren in hiding? Maybe that's why all of her videos are in a fucking forest in a cabin or whatever. Maybe she is actually off the grid. Why are you suggesting I ran off? He agreed to let me go visit my family and attend. See, this is where I'm disappointed. I thought Lauren was a child of the internet. Why would you ever argue with this on Twitter? Big mistake, but she's winning the likes war, so it doesn't matter. Why are you suggesting I ran off? He agreed to let me go visit my family and attend multiple funerals for 2 weeks. I wasn't on the terrorist watch list at the time I went to visit my family. He decided he wanted to separate while I was gone. I had to stay with my parents and rebuild my life. In that time, my initial visas expired and they re-added me to the vacuum. You have no idea what you're talking about, Pearl. Like there's absolutely nothing she can say here where Pearl's gonna be like, oh, you know what? I was wrong. That's never gonna happen. We've got breaking news. Okay. Hillary and Stephen have both been awarded $25,000 of the estate assets for use in the divorce case. That's the only money that she has. Meanwhile, Stephen has access to all of the income he gets outside of the marital estate, etc., and he's using that to launch all the extra motions and civil suits against her. So he's spending upwards of $100K on lawyers. $100K? Literally has like 7 lawyers to her 1, and she's limited to the $25K. To be fair, in divorce cases, it could get expensive because you are literally fighting over... I'm trying to think. Crowder's worth at least $10 million. No question asked. Is Crowder worth at least $100 million? I don't know how much the valuation is on his Louder with Crowder business. It wouldn't surprise me if he was worth more than $100 million, though. It wouldn't surprise me, because he's had a pretty big media thing for quite a while. He's easily worth more than 10. How long has the Louder with Crowder thing been popular? My guess would be 50 to 100 million. That'd be my guess. These are never accurate, but we can just look at it. This says 20 million. This says 3 million. That's definitely low. Wait, hold on. Link me that Tim Pool tweet. Are they even done with their divorce yet? Can you get a child support order before the divorce is finalized? Would that even make sense? I feel like Tim just completely made this up based on this one number that he saw here. Is there... The message that you just read said that 25K was... Yeah, no, I understand. But Tim Pool's tweet is just like a huge lie. I'm a little bit angsty because Tim and Nick Rekieta and a lot of people backed up Steven Crowder in that big contract war between him and the Daily Wire, where Steven Crowder was clearly in the wrong. To anybody that works in the business, Crowder was clearly in the wrong. And I think that the co-owner of the Daily Wire did a really good job at illustrating. I have a lot of respect for him coming out. Is his name Jeremy? I don't remember the name. The guy that, he was the co-owner guy that came out and Daily Wire response... Crowder. Oh, it was Jeremy. Jeremy Boring. Is it this? Being this unbelievably transparent about like a negotiation and like publishing all this and going through it, because most people aren't gonna care or understand or whatever. I have a lot of respect for him coming out and talking about this. So props to him for that. Also, wait, this guy was the coach in that movie, right? The basketball movie. So he's an actor as well. Wow. Okay, I think Tim literally just made this up because he saw that 25K number earlier. I get him. Thanks for the tier 4 reset, everybody. This screen cap is an own goal. 25K sounds like a lot, but she has to not only pay for her divorce lawyers with that, but this guy, Gerald, filed a suit on behalf of LWC against her too. They're trying to reduce it because the strategy is to bury her in costs, not win on the merits. The judge in the divorce proceeding ordered that LWC has to pay me $20,000 per month pursuant to temporary order. It's not successful. I can barely pay. Okay, yeah. Again, this should be weird that like, why would Louder with Crowder, I'm assuming LWC is always referring to the business. Why would that be paying her $25,000 for child support? Why would a business, that just, I don't know. That's weird, but yeah, Tim's tweet is just goofy there. But I think Tim will side with Steven Crowder literally no matter what. They're just on too similar of a side politically. Somebody said, over the woman of your children is crazy, or of your kids is crazy. I agree, but like, I'm trying to be sympathetic towards one side here because I don't know the details of what's going on. But I mean, like, I can understand for Crowder, like, wanting to protect your assets. A divorce is a huge deal. And a divorce, you've got like, I think that the Crowder divorce situation is probably the worst case scenario of every single world. You've got massive wealth involved. You've got hugely disproportionate wealth between the husband and wife. You've got multiple children involved. You've got bad blood. They're angry and upset with each other. And it's a public affair where other businesses potentially hang in the balance. It's like, yeah, the diamond rank in divorce. It's like every single bad possible thing is involved in this divorce, regardless of the sides. It's just so bad.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.